Basketball icon Dwayne Wade is sharing the personal reasons behind his decision to invest in the WNBA. He recently became part owner of the Chicago Sky. And Wade says that his family plays a big role in everything he does, including his interest in women's basketball.
What does Dwayne Wade mean to the WNBA?
Just a fan. I think I've always been a fan of the W. And, now I'm an investor into the W. But I'm just a believer in it.
Basketball icon and legend Dwayne Wade, that is D Wade, okay, he has come out recently. He has recently came out as a supporter of the Chicago Sky and the WNBA and women's basketball as a whole, and he gave Angel Reese her flowers, and he explained why he has decided to become an investor and closely watch the WNBA, but in more particular, the Chicago Sky ladies. So again, this is an article that I found on CBS News, and again, those clips that I just posted from my TikTok. He did an interview with CBS News. Again, it was over 5 minutes long, so I had to just cut it short. But I'm going to read you a little bit of the interview. And also that was Angel Reese giving his little daughter, I believe it's pronounced Zaire, the daughter that he has with his wife, Gabrielle Union, a hug. So again, he always brings the girls to the game. The Wade, and his wife, Gabrielle Union, they're always at not always, but they go to the Chicago Sky games. Because again, D Wade, he was born and raised in Chicago himself. The article reads, basketball icon Dwayne Wade said he's always been a fan of the WNBA, but he credits his family as a major reason as to why he's an investor now too. His 5-year-old daughter, Kavia, but he also has a daughter, Zaire, which is controversial because he's like a boy transitioning into a girl. But y'all know what I'm saying. Both his kids are, show up to the Chicago Sky games to support the Chicago Skyscrapers and Angel Reese. Since his 5-year-old daughter, Kavia, who he shares with actor Gabrielle Union, was the biggest influence when it came to becoming part owner of the Chicago Sky in 2023. So yes, he actually became the part owner of the Chicago Sky team last year, which was like a perfect time, right? To, really invest and put in funds and boost, the Chicago Sky teams. Because again, give it in a couple of years, I'll say 3, 4, 5 years, each team individually in the league, they're going to be worth 10 times more than what they are worth right now. Okay, so he got in good. He has, again, guys, I'm not a financial advisor yet, but I am a financial major. I'm well on my way. If y'all want some financial tips, just hit my line. Okay, if y'all need advice, I paid off all my student loan debt earlier this year. Hit my line if you want advice. He quotes, the big part of that is that my son, Zaire, grew up and had a dream of being in the NBA. Wade said he had a dream of being like his favorite players. You'll understand the importance of role models, and so I want my daughter to have that same feeling. This one emerging role model of the WNBA is rookie star forward Angel Reese, who plays for the Chicago Sky. He said she's owning it. She is owning who she is. She wants to be great, and she wants to be a great teammate. And so our conversations when we do talk is about that and giving her that confidence to continue to be that. I love that. I love seeing Black men support Black women, specifically an older Black man such as D Wade, who, again, he's a huge, he's retired now, of course, but he's still such an icon in the basketball players. Remember, when him and LeBron James, I would just watch the highlights when they were both on Miami Heat together. Beautiful. It was like poetry in motion. So again, for him to give her his flowers, his support, and back her to actually be a co-owner of the team since last year before she even joined the WNBA, before she even got drafted to the Chicago Sky. Hats off to freaking Dwayne Wade. Now a mentor to athletes in the game, Wade said Reese has helped propel women's sports into the spotlight. She has. It's not just Caitlin Clark, but it's true, Angel Reese. Now he quotes, he says, the women showed up when the lights were the brightest, and I started back last year when Angel Reese and Caitlin Clark had that national championship moment, Wade said. It's just like anything that we want to do in life. You work and you just prepare for your moment. You don't know when it's going to come always. Since beyond basketball, the NBA legend is creating change with his daughter Zaya, who is transgender. That's the daughter that's transgender. They got so many kids. I've been mixing them up. My bad. And an LGBTQ advocate. Together, the father-daughter duo have launched Translatable Project, which is an online resource for the young LGBTQ community and their families. As Wade said, Zaya has been his biggest inspiration and best educator. It says, so when it comes to the future of women's basketball, Wade said his hope is for equality. He says, I want young girls grow up and know that, this league is a league that can do the same thing for them that it did for our families, that it can change your life. I love that. Yes, that's what I want too. I wanted to see, how, not to be controversial, but it is what it is. Back in the days, not so much now, I ain't gonna lie, I think we can all tell that the NBA is becoming more European, a lot less urban as it was just 20, 30, 20, 10, 15 years ago, right? You always had the same stories like the Allen Iversons, the LeBron James. They came from impoverished backgrounds. They had, absent fathers. They were raised by young single mothers. A lot of their young black single mothers, they had them when they were teenagers themselves. They were little girls pretty much. And it's like they came up out of that rough, hood, the trenches era, right? And it's like they had so much heart and dedication and like, just ambition to make it big in the leagues. And you're starting to see that, like, a lot of young black boys back in those times, they were like, making it into the NBA or the NFL, but specifically the NBA, right? Because this is a basketball topic. This is my chance to get my family and myself out of the hood. Now, hopefully, more young girls who are in bad situations, they're impoverished, absent fathers, absent mothers, in and out of jail, drug addicted parents, they can look at the women of the WNBA today, such as Angel Reese, the Caitlin Clarks, and see it as an opportunity for them to actually make money, shine, do something positive with their lives, and just be a professional athlete and be able to enhance their lives. Again, I believe this is beautiful. He's now a co-owner of the Chicago Sky. It's amazing. I love seeing black men support black women, protect young black women, guide and mentor them. I'm sure, he's giving her so much guidance and mentorship. He said that all their conversations is about basketball and just being great. That's what Angel Reese needs. Because again, she's only a 22-year-old girl. She gets so much hate, and I'm so sick of it. It's grown men, in her comments bullying her, picking on her, like grown men. Like she'll post a picture of her on her Instagram, and I be seeing grown men in her comments in their 50s, old enough to be her father, saying, Caitlin Clark owns you. It's like, leave her alone. And it's like, again, it's okay to be like in jest, again, it's sports, it's competition, right? We're in a brutally competitive, the WNBA is competitive in its nature. Same with the NBA, like all major league sports, right? But at the same time, it's like, it's a line, again, like her mom, Angel Reese Sr. Okay, yes, Angel Reese is named after her mother, Angel Reese. And she exposed some racist emails that she would be getting. I'm like, I can't imagine reading such vile filth from grown people, old enough to be my parents on a regular basis, just trying to live my life. You just being a competitive spirit. And there's nothing wrong with that. I love that men, specifically black men, are backing the ladies in the WNBA because, again, like, we need y'all support. Like, as women, we got to do our part too. I believe they said that the WNBA is 44% female, which is crazy. Again, like, more men support the WNBA than women, if we're being real, right? But more and more women are getting their eyes on it. Got rappers like Lotto and SZA said that she got to come out and see Angel Reese play in person. And like Angel Reese said, girl, like, we were going to be playing. The game starts back August 15th, so hopefully we see SZA in the crowd, right? And like, but again, it's like we just need that support for these ladies, specifically women such as Angel Reese. It's like she needs a mentor. I don't want to get too controversial, but her father, Michael Reese, she doesn't really say a lot about him. And actually, not to be a stalker, but I wanted to do my research on her. Like, her mom played basketball. I wanted to know where she got all her athleticism, her genes, and like, just her basketball IQ, her interest in basketball. I know her mom, she literally said like her mom taught her how to play basketball. I remember, I could have swore briefly, she spoke about her father, Michael Reese, also being an athletic man. Like, he played basketball. He's like 6'6" or something. But it's like, you never see any pictures of him. And like, she really like keeps questions about her father to a minimum. So again, like at one point they were married because her mom's maiden name was Angel Webb. Now it's Angel Reese. So she had two kids. She had Angel Reese Jr., Angel Reese that plays in WNBA today. And then she had Angel Reese's younger brother, Julian Reese. Ain't like, he is kind of handsome. I was like, how old is your brother, Angel? He's like 19, 20. Way too young for me, but I'm just saying, like, he's a handsome young man. Hopefully, he's doing big things. I believe he plays for the University of Maryland for men's basketball team. Hopefully he gets drafted. Like, he's really big. He's like 6'8", like, really handsome young man. I'm like, her mom, maybe parents make some, attractive young black kids. Shout out to D Wade and shout out to everybody that's supporting the WNBA, supporting women's basketball, supporting women's sports, and supporting Chicago Skyscrapers and Angel Reese.